Some like the theory of the 3.3 rule. They like the science behind it. It's fascinating, but they think this rule could be good for someone else. They worry, what if this doesn't work for me? Maybe your team is different. Maybe your business is a little messy. Maybe you've tried things before, new systems, new schedules, new habits, and they fizzled out. So you're tired of putting in effort only to be let down again. Skepticism is healthy, especially if you have PTSD about past efforts. You're a leader. You don't want fluff. You want results. So let's pose this question. If the 3.3 rule doesn't work for you, what's the worst that happens? I guess the worst scenario is you try this out and nothing changes. So all you'd be out is that your team experimented for maybe like a month with taking breaks in between work. That was worst. But worst case scenario would also mean maybe you find out that your team struggles with focused work. You find that they aren't taking ownership over their responsibilities. You uncover the places where people aren't clear on what actually matters. In other words, you find the truth. Not failure, not collapse, truth. And truth is a gift because truth gives you a foundation to build better. You expose the inefficiencies that are already there, just hiding behind busyness and burnout. If that's the worst case that can happen, is that really so bad? Because here's the actual worst case. You change nothing. You stay stuck in the system that's quietly bleeding your business or burning you out. You keep hoping it'll magically start working better without making a single move. That's not strategy. That's gambling. I remember when we rolled out the 3.3 rule at Insight, it was not smooth. Some team members misused the breaks and treated them as a fix for their doom scrolling addiction. Others thought they could schedule their breaks not just a week in advance, but a whole year in advance, their last break being the last hour of the day. We even had a few who literally thought we invented it as a setup to get them fired. That's how deep the distrust of unhealthy work runs in most workplaces. But guess what? We stuck with it. We made corrections, we clarified expectations, we adapted. And what happened? Fewer errors, more focus, more energy, real momentum. Did everyone get it right on day one? Not even close. But we started and we got better, fast. You don't need to implement the perfect system overnight. You need a first step. You need a conversation with your team. You need the courage to try. And if you're worried that trying something new might break what you have now, then what you have now is already broken. If one change could knock everything over, that doesn't mean this new thing is risky. It means your current system is fragile. You're not on solid ground. You're teetering at the edge of a cliff. And that's survival mode. Survival mode does not scale. The fear you feel about trying this, it's not proof that 3.3 won't work. It's proof that something already isn't. So here's what I suggest. Start small, run one 3.3 cycle, just one. Focused work for up to 3 hours, take a 30% recovery break, and then go again. Give it a week. Watch what happens. Listen to your brain, watch your energy, talk to your team. Because if your current system is draining you, you don't need more hustle. You need a system designed for humans. Try the 3.3 rule. Take breaks, go faster.